Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, after a sumptuous dinner, I know that there is no scope for a big speech, and it would rather become totally irrelevant for all of you. But it being the occasion of the 7th annual convention of the Federation of the Aligarh Alumni Associations, I feel that I am bound to say something relating to the Aligarh Muslim University and its destiny. We all know that after India became an independent nation, India has struggled a lot to become a strong and vibrant democracy, a strong and vibrant secular nation, and a firm and vibrant nation committed to a socialist concept of development. India had got a great Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, on day one. He was a great man with a vision and mission. He had carried a scientific temper that he wanted to infuse in every citizen of India. He had given the country an administration that is totally committed to secularism, democracy, and planned development. It was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and his team who laid the foundation for a modern India based on the concept of science and technology. It was he who launched a large number of R&D institutions in the country. It was during his time that he established the Indian Institutes of Technology, because he knew that if India is to wait for transforming all the universities to deliver the goods, it's not going to happen in the immediate future. So he had a vision that he should establish world-class institutions if India is to carve out a niche for itself in the field of science and technology. He has established the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. He has established the BARC. And later came the ISRO and large number of extremely professional R&D institutions across the country. And we have seen that India has moved so far. India has now learned to live as a very strong secular democracy. Some 20 years ago, we used to hear about communal rights in the country. But now you don't hear them. Even if something happens in one city, people belonging to different communities have learned to confine itself to that particular city. It is not spreading like wildfire as it used to be 20 years ago. So that is the strength that India is showing now. And we are all aware that India has become an extremely strong S&T power in the world in several areas of cutting-edge research. We got into the nuclear club. India is not worried about anything that is happening around the globe. India is able to manage its own affairs. India is able to talk to other countries from a position of strength and confidence. India is now able to negotiate with any world powers with a sense of equanimity and confidence. And all of us are really proud that we are able to be citizens of that great country. The last 15 to 20 years we have seen the birth of a new generation of entrepreneurs, and they are making India greater and global. We have the Infosys, we have the Wipro, we have a large number of companies which were established by Indians, educated in Indian universities, ordinary graduates and postgraduates. They were able to establish institutions with a governance structure that is on par with global standards and expectations. They are able to deliver goods much before the scheduled dates. They are now wanted throughout the world. Those bold companies have now become multinational companies. They are employing young graduates from all parts of the world. They don't remain confined to the borders of India alone. They go to all the university campuses to recruit the best brain. They are not satisfied with that. They go across the world to hunt for the talents. And they were able to display a unique model. And they are showing to the whole world that India also can deliver. And it is doing that. It has all been made possible because of the massive education opportunity that the central and state governments have created across the country. Unfortunately, the Muslims of India, representing the largest minority community, has not been able to reap the benefit of these developments and massive expansion. You all are aware of a report called the Sachar Committee report. After 60 years, the government of India had appointed a committee to study the plight of Muslims in the country. It has brought out startling data, bringing to all of us the shocking state of exclusion suffered by Muslims in the country. As a citizen of the great nation, I know that the whole country has made progress. Muslims also have advanced, but there are huge pockets where Muslims remain totally excluded. I don't say it is a deliberate exclusion by the state. No. The Indian Constitution guarantees absolute equality of opportunity. By law, there is no discrimination at all. But somehow, we lack the leadership at every level. After independence, we didn't have a leader to motivate the community and enable them reap the benefit of millions of crores of rupees invested in different parts of the country under various 5-year plans. Sachar Committee has brought out the fact that although developments were there in all sectors, that commission has found that there are no roads where Muslims live, there are no hospitals where Muslims live, there are no post offices where they live, there are no schools, and there are so many things as indicators of development which have been found lacking in Muslim-dominated districts. Until Sachar Committee has made the study, nobody has made an assessment of the development of Muslims of this country.